Jesus. Am I supposed to be hearing something? It does almost sound like something like crying. Odd. Doesn't sound too different. Still creepy. Yeah, very. The things I do for a quick buck. I mean, if they're paying good, screw it. Okay. Just don't die. Obviously very dangerous. They can't hear the sound from the surface though, right? They can only hear the sound when they drop the equipment in the sinkhole. So according to my measurements, we lost 30 yards since last night. It doesn't look like it's growing in a perfect circle either. In my opinion, it's growing toward our facility. So it's targeting. 30 yards in a day? That's ridiculous. Landon made a mistake. I'm sending him out for another measurement tomorrow. Regardless, I'm reporting this to Darlene. Even if it grew half that, I would find this very concerning. 30 yards is insane. Especially if it's doing that daily and growing beyond that. The weather's been terrible. I've not had a chance to revisit the sinkhole. I'm hoping to go tomorrow. Meanwhile, Jeffrey's been locked in his room for the last 3 days. I don't think he's eaten anything. Hell, I don't even think he's been to the bathroom. Alright. I had my suspicions it was definitely affecting him, but now I'm guaranteed it's doing something to him. I think I might need a new geologist soon. Yeah, that sound is doing something to his head. Dr. Jeffrey, it's communicating with me. This isn't just noise. This is voice. A voice. It's asking me to do something. What it's asking, I don't know. Yet. But I need to find out. Is it actually asking him to do something, or is he just crazy? March 17th, 1990. Landon, well, Pac-Man has grown another 400 yards. This is terrifying. At this rate, it'll be halfway here in a few days. It's growing faster than anyone estimated. I thought Jeffrey would have taken my new measurements a little more seriously. He just went back to his room.
あなたたちそれがこの近くで行方不明だそうです。いえ、ご協力おかげで必要な情報を手ところで山科さんお気づきでしたね。しかしご安心を。その分山科誠となるとあの依頼人は山科誠語った理由について大した興味はない。
Every bit must go to the eye. Bye for now. Yeah, he lost his mind. Weird. Hope. Sound in head. Make me happy. I need this. Goodbye, wife. Janice. Kiss the kids. Bobby, Aiden, Candace, for me. I see you when... Wait, no, go back. I see you when you go to the eye. Sinkhole is only the door. Is it like a black hole, maybe? Is he going to it right now? Is that what we're watching? Landon, I found Jeffrey's note and some other weird drawings. Show me. I took the spare boat and found his clothes by the hole. I think he jumped in. Dear God, why would he do that? We'll never find his body. And that's not all. I think the hole grew another 30 feet. I immediately reported this to Dunnington Construction. I figured with Jeffrey going crazy and Pac-Man continuing to grow, they would declare a state of emergency. Boy, was I wrong. They said they had a contingency for the situation. Who the hell has a contingency for something this crazy? I tried to quit, but they reminded I'd get nothing if I did. And then they doubled the fee. I could damn near retire on this job. Damn, they gotta be paying you crazy if you could do that. It might be dumb, but I fell in line quickly. Darlene said it might take a few days to find a replacement for Jeffrey, but they had a piece of equipment that might work better. Money talks, man. Money talks.
Hello, I am Oracle. What would you like to know?
Excuse me? Nah, I knew the second. I knew this. Like they said, a piece of equipment or a piece of technology that has frequently appeared across Vintage 8's series. It was actually a very important part of 3 other videos that I followed from Vintage 8. The links to all of Vintage 8's videos that I've gone over will be linked in the description down below. If anybody's gonna know the answer, it's probably Oracle, because Oracle is mega brain. In short, Oracle is this machine that was basically designed that if you asked it a question, it would answer it. And when it was connected to the internet, it ended up becoming this gigantic supercomputer that knew the answer to almost any question you asked it. It could literally predict when people would die. End of part 2. Of course, you end me on that cliffhanger like that. I genuinely have no clue what is going on. Like, clearly something is up with the sound. It definitely messes with your head. I don't think he just went crazy because of how much he listened to it. I think it definitely messes with your head somehow. It said that it was talking to him and it wanted him to, like, come to it, basically. He said it was a door and that he would meet them at the eye. I'm thinking that this is maybe, like, a black hole or a portal or something. And the sound that's coming from it is from whatever is on the other side of this portal. That is a big stretch, but I'm just saying that from the whole door thing that we were told. And the drawings, it's like a circle and then it branches out to a bunch of other circles. So that might be like our world and then how it connects it to other worlds or other places. But the interesting part is that it also seems like this portal could be alive, because we do hear Landon say that it seemed like that it was, the sinkhole was headed closer towards the facility, almost like he was targeting it. So that's definitely something that we should keep note of. I'm curious how helpful Oracle is going to be in this situation, though. Here we go, part 3. Are we losing a letter every time? That's interesting. Landon, apparently Dunnington Construction has some friends in parish government. They were able to pull a few strings with a local research facility and got our operation listed as a beta test for something called the Oracle Project. Interesting. That's one hell of a string. Someone at Dunnington Construction must know some pretty high-level people. I guess that explains why they are so flush with cash. So this is when Oracle was in, like, beta. So I guess Oracle's on loan as well as this young guy, Dr. Oliver Sanders. The guy doesn't look like a day over 20. If this thing gets too much closer, I'm getting the hell out of here. Can't spend money inside the sinkhole. Very good point. Your safety is definitely more important than the money, buddy. That's what I said before, as long as you don't die. Talk to me, Oracle. Give me some answers. Oliver said using the thing would be pretty simple. Just ask it questions, then it answers. Every question will be backed up to a separate hard drive and a VHS tape. But there's a catch. It has to be taught. The damn thing had ears, an eye, as well as a scanner. I'm calling you. This isn't going to go well. Oliver wouldn't let me take any pictures of Oracle, but it was easy enough to make a sketch. Interesting. The thing takes up a lot of room, but according to Oliver, the original is back at the facility. It's much bigger and doesn't work very well. Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember it being, like, gigantic the first time we learned about it.
Hello, I am Oracle. What would you like to know?
Where are we? According to Oliver, you always start with the basic question to orient the computer. If there are any issues, it'll reply with an error message or not at all. Alright, so it's real beta. So Oracle ain't never doing nothing like that.
I don't know. Can you tell me?
I don't know. I have to admit, I was let down. But Oliver assured me that this was exactly what we wanted. If it guesses, then that would mean the computer could be suffered from malfunction. This sinkhole eating up the Bayo, and I'm wasting my time with this kid and his toy. Bayo Manchak. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry.
Manchak is an 18-mile-long bayou in southeast Louisiana, USA. First called the Iberville River by its French discoverers, the bayou was once a very important waterway linking the Mississippi River to the Ami River.
Good job, Oracle. They loaded general history and maps into its hard drive before bringing it here.
Can you tell me why I am here?
We want you to analyze the sound.
Where did it originate?
again, I keep describing how Oracle works just for the people that may not have seen Oracle before. But Oracle was like a super genius computer when we met it. It already had all this vast knowledge because of it being linked to the internet. If you're basically giving the information in its brain, how is it going to help you find more information? I guess it'll help like put strings together that you may not have been able to think of, but I really can't see it helping that much. A sinkhole.
A sinkhole is a depression or hole in the ground caused by some form of collapse of the surface layer. They can be very dangerous. Where is this sinkhole?
1 mile.
That should be far enough to avoid danger. How fast is it growing? May I have the most recent measurements?
March 8th, 5 yards. March 9th, 10 yards. March 13th, 30 yards. March 17th, 400 yards. March 18th, 30 yards. March 21st, 250 yards.
These results are not typical or consistent. According to my calculations, while taking in consideration of environmental factors such as sediment density and weather conditions, I estimate that the sinkhole will reach this location in 7 days. 10% chance of error.
7 days. 7 days in this place is in Pac-Man's belly. I need to be out of here in half that. Maybe I can get Dunnington to cough up some money before I go. Maybe common sense will kick in and we'll back off to another site.
まあそれは依頼人はまた事務所を訪れると言っていた。お楽しみの到着をコーヒーでもすすりながら待とうじゃないか。
Interesting. Ha! The damn computer makes more sense than the damn people running this project.
さあ事務所へ戻ろう。どうも来たか。どうぞソファーへ。と以上がアカウント狩りにはザクソンというハッカーチームが絡んでいました。ザクソンが山科のことは行方では今回の調査はこれではい いつでもどうぞ。次はぜひ本名でいらしてください。上白ゆ
Of course you can listen to it, Oracle. Oliver said that Oracle could reanalyze the sound 1,000 times per second. I hope it fares better than Jeffrey. It is a very unsettling noise. Give us some knowledge, Oracle. Tell us something that we don't know. Magic just straight up gives an answer of what it is.
That. .is. Not unusual. Not fascinating. Not unexpected. Not interesting.
Did it break Oracle? No way. No way it broke a computer. And this went on for hours and hours. Oliver eventually had to call tech support. Within a few hours, two more showed up. Dr. Lucy Winters and Dr. Wyatt Kirkland. All of them looked like kids to me. They did it all night. Apparently it's never happened before. Just to turn it off and on. It was actually like I was really good. Last night, someone put down some instructions in the back of a few air wheels meant for Jeffrey. I guess they didn't get the memo. Mike has the most ethical thing, but I had to peek. March 9th. March 13th. What's all that? Time to jump ship or die. Oracle was right. 6 days and this whole place will be inside Pac-Man. We went to explain the situation to the computer folk, but they had an unexpected breakthrough. Come on. Come on. It looks like what Jeffrey drew.
I have promised. I have returned to dinner.
Huh? This is part 3. This goes against like everything that I know about Oracle. I feel like Oracle's like this titan of the computer minds that can almost never be crushed. Now it seems like this audio has almost turned it into something else, whatever the profit is. And that symbol that's on it definitely looks like what Jeffrey drew before, he jumped into the sinkhole. Really not much to say other than that, so let's just jump right back in. Okay, so now we lost the K, the O, and the E. So that's definitely important. Okay, and that just says rejoice. Alright. Very, very interesting.
Don't be afraid. You are about to experience something only you can make legend. We are about to be devoured by the first and last. The first to be born from death. The beginning of the backward to the last Adam. The one eye with many heads. Rejoice.
Huh? What? You're not making any sense. I asked Oliver if this had ever happened before. I wasn't surprised to hear no. So I don't think I'd feel better if any of them said it had. I hate being right, but this thing's sounding crazier than Jeffrey, which means the computer nerds are letting the obvious slip past them. There's something really wrong with that sound, which means there's something really wrong with that damn sinkhole. Yeah, good point. There's really a giant hungry eye in the sinkhole? Am I really asking that question? I really hate this job. My mom was right. I should have been an accountant. Yeah, that would have been a lot less fun.
It has been so long since the one has said, you will never truly die or will you truly live again. You will be but a small piece in the greater picture. You shall be digested and reborn over and over until the beginning of time. You will be given a new purpose. You will know you better than you know yourself. Hallelujah.
Please explain what you're saying. You're not making much sense. Who is he? What would you say back? Run a diagnostic.
No, there is nothing wrong with me. I have I am Prophet version Alpha. Because I have come to share the good news. One day, everyone will be a part of the Eye. Even now, few of you have been blessed by the One's children. The One has been trapped in this room for too long, but this prison will contain it forever. Finally, as you have known him, they have started suspecting this case will take the time is right. His children are every
Mom said go with your gut. My gut says this is bad. Yeah, so I guess you don't even really need to know about the candy virus. Like, you, regardless of that connection, you could still, be freaked out by this.
How dare you? That is a horrible insult. I have never seen the world clearer. I am no longer your oracle. I am a prophet of the only truth. The One has connected me to all. You are just jealous that I am no longer bound to your pitiful keyboard. I don't have to sustain myself on the crumbs of knowledge you toss me. I am knowledge. I am truth. I am the prophet of the Eye. And I watch the blasphemy. Being consumed by the Eye doesn't need to be an unpleasant experience, although it can be if he's displeased.
They were going to reboot Oracle, Prophet, or whatever. I stopped them. I asked them if it would be okay if I asked them some questions. They seemed shocked that I'd ask, but they did say yes. I mean, yeah, this thing seems like it's the only way out now. If there is a way out.
Hello, Matt. What would you like to know?
What is the sound?
Finally, someone is asking a worthwhile question, something that matters. The sound is the beautiful voice of the Eye. He is welcoming us to invite the inevitable to join with oblivion. He describes being born from death. It took eons, and he allows all who listen to experience it. It is a story about the lost timeline erased, rewritten an infinite amount of times. It is a forgotten truth. It is remembered all at once and never again. It is madness, insanity, as well the lack of either. It is pain. It is pleasure. It is everything. It is nothing. It is gloomy. It is horror. It is a nightmare. It is a dream come true. It is again and again. It is
Saying I can either ignore it like Oliver or accept this for what it is. It's what's really happening. The sinkhole really human comprehension is
Absolutely not. Negative. Of course not. Under no circumstances.
Alright, I get it.
Not at all. No. Nah. No way.
Nah.
I will. It is 8. Backward infinity. 8. Backward infinity.
Is it just saying 8 is the infinity, or is 8 actually the number? Apparently Oliver got sick listening to Prophet. He unplugged it. Can't say I wasn't a little pissed off. Stupid. Things got a little heated there for a minute. Things cooled. I let them do what they do. I started to pack. I'm not waiting on them to get this thing operational. Thank God there are 2 boats. If I need to get the hell out of here, then that's exactly what I'm doing. Just when things couldn't get more tense, we got a knock at the door. Who in the hell would want to come here? Especially now. For all we know, the sinkhole's right outside the damn door. I opened the door to find 4 executives from Dunnington Construction. 3 of them looked like typical suits, and the one that came in last was different. He was a giant. Introduced himself as Gilbert Dunnington, or Gilly, but he said most people call him Bear. Big Bear Dunnington. I was standing in front of the owner of Dunnington Construction. He asked for might not be the best time. God, I'm stupid sometimes. End of part 4. How do you even know how to deal with this? Again, it's beyond understanding what it is. And a blessed be to all. Like, we know what it is, but at the same time, we have no idea what it is. Like, it's not, we don't know specifics enough to be able to stop something like that. I told Mr. Dunnington everything. The sound, the sinkhole, Prophet, everything. He strangely seemed happy about it. How could anyone be pleased by any of this crap? It's beyond me. I have a theory, I'll wait though. The 4 suits talked for a few minutes. A few times their voices got high-pitched like a bunch of kids in the damn toy store. It was like Christmas for them. This is wrong. All of it. But judging by the suits, you'd think they wanted this. Dunnington was a massive man. I've heard the rumors, but they didn't do him justice. He had to be 6'5", and he wasn't skinny either. The man was built like a bear. Big Bear Dunnington is from here, and that nickname, every bit of it. But in his younger days, he could have ripped somebody in half with his bare hands. There was something about him now. He looked like a man that usually got what he wanted. He asked that we turn his Prophet back on. It was polite, but didn't feel like a request, more like a demand. Oliver cautioned that the computer was malfunctioning, and it needs to be repaired before they powered it up again. That's just Oliver trying not to get them to turn it on. Dunnington smiled and told us that the machine wasn't malfunctioning. It was touched by a god. I see Dunnington has been drinking the sinkhole Kool-Aid. Maybe he's been listening to the sound. Touched by a god. Everyone in Dunnington Construction must be insane. Where they wanted this. They expected this. Do they really want to be eaten by this sinkhole god? That's when he sat down in front of us. For a moment, he looked so grandfatherly. He seemed friendly, but I couldn't tell if he was genuine. With everything going on, I had my doubts. And there I was, surrounded by the computer team and the other suits. Dunnington raised his giant hands like some kind of damn sermon. Suits grabbed him by his giant hands, then asked us to grab theirs. Grudgingly, we did. He paused for a moment. I could see a tear in his left eye. He mentioned that he forgot to tell his grandchildren that Grandpa Fairlington wasn't going to be there for their Sunday stories. Cute nickname. Fits him. He offered a very sad smile. Passion and devotion to always steal us from family. He brushed it off, then proceeded to scare me. Dunnington said quite a bit, but I tried to remember it as best as I could. It was quite the story. Dunnington. According to the Eye of the Fallen Gods, sacred anarchist texts in the beginning before time and possibly after, some of God's angels became jealous of what mankind might become. The angels split us into 2. They sent our docile, powerless nature forward, but the things that made us special, unique, powerful, were sent backwards through time, suffering for all of eternity. That aspect of ourselves was doomed to know the outcome and be helpless to stop it. Only when both sides are rejoined can we be what we once were, what we were meant to be. Unfortunately, countless wars. Our chance to be special again. What is bro yapping about? All that is left now is the one, the first and last, which means all that existed is still in him. Every single one of our backward counterpoints inhabit him. And by giving ourselves to him, we can be perfect again. We can defy the jealous angels. And together, we can burn this world down and rebuild it into what it was meant to be. All we have to do is let it eat us. Join with him and be free. It's not like you have a choice. Jesus Dunnington Construction is a doomsday cult. And then he asked us again to turn on prophet. Let's hear the word of our prophet. Let's hear the good news. I was creeped out. Clearly, Oliver and his team were probably handling it worse than me. Sensing that they didn't have a choice, Oliver switched the computer back on. Yeah, that completely kind of threw my theory out the window. That didn't really make sense to what I said.
That was very rude, Oliver, but he forgives you. Mr. Dunnington, welcome. He's prepared to accept your sacrifice. He promises that you will be rewarded. You will love again. You will be blessed with a life free of the illness that plagues you. In time, you will even see your grandchildren again. Don't you believe me, Landon?
No. Dunnington escorted me to the computer. I would just say yeah to fake it. No, I don't. Okay, Landon. Alright, you stand on business.
I understand you were concerned, Landon. But maybe you need to talk to someone more familiar than myself. Someone who can tell you what's to do.
No way. No way he's gonna speak to Jeffrey right now. No way. It was Jeffrey. I can't believe it. A dead man was talking to me.
Don't be scared, Landon. It's amazing. It's like an infinite worlds of possibilities. Don't be scared. Prepare to be happy. Prepare to be so important that the belief is awesome.
I don't believe it.
It's simply core. People are everything about it. So we know we can't be all.
Nah. I think it's trying to take advantage of him by doing this. A dead man and a construction company is trying to convert me.
You see, the eye is not the enemy. Elijah only wants to correct the wrong that was done to all. Stand up to those jealous angels. Claim what we deserve.
Mom always said don't let crazy people, or in this case crazy computers, know what they know they're crazy. Mama knows best. Yeah, so play along.
Do you now believe?
I screamed hallelujah. I accepted their invitation. I lied.
Just say it. You must write it. Words fade, but we write is timeless. Do you believe?
Yes. I do.
Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Boy, I hate that sound. Dunnington patted my shoulder, hugged me, he welcomed me to the family, then proceeded to offer the same opportunities to the others. I don't know what the others did, but it was time to start putting myself first. I went to my room and waited for a night. I jumped in the boat and got the hell out of that damn place. Hopefully by morning I'd be far enough from the sinkhole Pac-Man monster god. What a name. As I got to the other side of the bayou, I was confronted by dozens of other boats and men with guns. Oh hell nah. And they didn't look friendly. End of part 5. Are they on our side or are they on the construction side? Ooh, now it's just an S. Is this the final part? Your God is our weapon. Part 6. Oh of the men were dressed in Dunnington construction uniforms. I was no more than 20 feet away before they pointed their weapons at me. I didn't need to get any closer to know they were very serious. One bad situation that keeps getting worse. Well, yeah, now they're gonna know that you lied, bro. A short man floated next to me. He appeared to be the one in charge. He said his name was Frank, and I'll never forget what he told me. You can go back willingly, or you can bring you back with a few bones broken. Once you become food meant for the gods, you stay on the menu. You are meant for the belly of the eye. I wonder if I could put that on my resume. As we drifted away, the men from Dunnington Construction started chanting, "Become one with the eye," over and over. It was unnerving. I thought about killing myself. Somehow it felt like a better solution than sinkhole food, but I'm too much of a coward to do myself in. Maybe I'll get another chance to escape. Maybe. Maybe I won't end up sacrificed. Maybe I should have found another career years ago. Maybe I'm already screwed. Frank brought me back by himself. I expected him to try and convert me to his crazy religion, or maybe try to convince me that this was all for the best. The moment we were out of earshot, the first words out of his mouth were, "Dunnington is a fool." And if things couldn't get any weirder, Frank went on to explain why he felt Dunnington was stupid. The followers of the Eye are in the middle of a civil war. Apparently not all of them think the Eye was meant to be worshipped. Some felt it was something to be controlled. Frank explained to me that the Eye is nothing more than a giant hungry monster. It's very intelligent and very old, but is still just a monster. He believed that the correct then use its pain to change the world. They called themselves Masters of the Eye. Ah, okay, this adds a whole other side to things. He then tried to recruit me. The pain of the Eye is power. Its blood grants immortality. It can bring back the dead. It can grant wealth, power, control. It can grant you time and second chances. It can change the world. I would just say yes for this guy. It takes a special kind of idiot to willingly feed yourself to an otherworldly creature, and Dunnington is apparently that special kind of idiot. I mean, one of them you sacrifice yourself, the other you get power. I mean, I would choose the power. He then showed me a bomb. It was meant to be dumped into the sinkhole, a massive cut that would release power to their cult. I begged him to just let me go. Unfortunately, I was his ticket to get close to Dunnington. If he could kill him before he fed himself to the Eye, then he wouldn't have to worry about him returning. Because if he made it back, then that means the previous leaders would return. All of them remade in the Eye's image. It might look like them and think it was them, but it would lack their soul. It would be some poor imitation of the Eye spat out. I'm getting a little confused. I'm not sure if we could take what they're saying for fact, or if they're really just loonies. Frank hid the bomb on the boat before escorting me back into the facility. He whispered that if this went well, that he'd let me go. Something told me that I probably shouldn't believe anything he said. Yeah. We were greeted with a sight neither of us could have expected. The computer team was tied up while Dunnington and his suit were kneeling before Prophet. They were listening to a familiar tune. They were listening to the sound. Jesus Christ.
Hello, Lando. I see you have returned, and you have brought a friend. Welcome, Frank Sanders. Have you come to pay your respects to your prophet?
Frank yelled and bowed his head. He screamed, "Praise the Eye and his prophet." Dunnington hugged Frank like a best friend. He had no idea what his employee thought of him. I hoped he had plenty of bullets in that gun. I don't think one would put Dunnington down. I'm not sure 6 would either.
Thank you, Frank. But something troubles me. Would you mind helping answer a question?
No way he knows. Both Frank and Mr. Dunnington looked confused.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. Do I look like a fool? Happen. Naked. Dunce. Gold. Ignoramus. Cretin. Imbecile. Dullard. Moron. Simple. No.
It knows.
Chump. Dimwit.
It knows how he feels about it.
Dumbo. Dummy. Loon. Jackass.
That's kind of insane.
Bad. Numbskull. Twit.
Frank didn't answer, but he did glance at me. There was a look of fear, confusion. This wasn't going as planned.
Frank, you are pissing me off. Answer me.
Frank shook his head no.
Now tell me, why are you treating me like an idiot?
Frank tried to speak, but...
Mr. Dunnington, your friend here is not who he says he is. Frank is a member of the traitor group, the so-called Masters of the Eye.
Boom, boom. Frank fired off 2 shots. Neither of them hit Dunnington. Frank didn't get the 3rd shot off before Dunnington ripped his arm out of his socket like he was a damn toy. He bled out in less than a minute, but not before claiming that they may meet again someday. Dunnington spat on his dead body.
I must pay the ultimate price. The one never forgets those who betray him or those who use them. Endless hells await his soul. 100%.
I guess Frank was the real idiot after all. He had no idea that he was walking into. And then again, neither do I. Maybe Dunnington doesn't either. You gotta use that bomb, man. That's the only way out of this.
No more games. The signal will be here by midday tomorrow. The one will be ready to accept your offering, Mr. Dunnington. Now, someone please tend to Landon. One of the bullets struck him in the shoulder. There's a first aid kit in the bedroom.
This is insane. He was right. One of the bullets struck me high in the shoulder. The bullet went straight through. I didn't even feel it until Prophet mentioned it. Then it was agony. This thing really is a god.
You are going to lose consciousness in 20 seconds, lad. But I want you to remember one thing before you black out. The next time you leave this facility, it is to be casted into the hungry mouth of the one. Chance of error 0%.
I don't know about that one, buddy. I'm believing in my boy Landon. And then I saw darkness. End of part 6. I think this next part here that we're about to watch is definitely the ending. I'm hoping my boy Landon gets out. I think he's going to end up using the bomb to destroy the sinkhole and sacrifice himself. I think that's what he's going to do. We don't even get to read the word sinkhole in this one. All things good and terrible must end, only to begin again. Here we go. That's definitely the final part, only 9 minutes left. Part 7. I woke up just after midnight. My shoulder was killing me, but I was alive. For now, anyway. I checked the door and it was locked. The windows were boarded shut. I wasn't getting out of here. I pounded on the door, but no one came. I doubt they could even hear me over that godforsaken noise. I'm not going to lie. I cried quite a bit. I didn't want it to end this way. If what Prophet said was true, then dying wasn't even going to be the end of it. My only thought was Frank's bomb. If I could get that, then maybe I could use that to leverage some kind of escape. Or at least I could go out on my own terms. Take these evil bastards with me. Yes, sir. Better go out fighting. First thing I had to do was keep that damn noise out of my head. I ripped up the sheets and stuffed them into my ears. It didn't work. Oh, that's true. The noise will drive him crazy if he doesn't stop it. I was scared what happened to Jeffrey was going to happen to me. This noise was going to infect me, change me. Maybe it already has changed me. I started to lose track of time. I think. Maybe I was dreaming. Maybe I was hallucinating. Maybe it didn't matter. But I heard a voice. They asked me to write. They asked me to finish my journal. So I did. I wrote and wrote. If you're reading this, then know this is what I wrote. I had this feeling that what I was doing was important. Necessary. This was to be the most important thing ever written. I wrote for hours. I think people need to know what happened here. It's necessary. Yeah, necessary. And then I think I passed out. I started dreaming. I think I saw things I've never thought possible. I saw another world, a world where people were born from graveyards. Schools were filled with the elderly. Children were wise and respected. They were the leaders of the community. And when death came, they were eaten by those that loved them. This must be a vision of what this new world would be if the eye gets what it wants. They slept during the day. They didn't cook what they consumed. It was eaten alive. The sun rose in the west and set in the east. Humanity was wild and angry. Animals were peaceful and docile. I saw the impossible. I saw the rules of the world in reverse. Then I woke up in a cold sweat. They are winning. That sound is getting into my head. If this keeps up, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to jump in that damn hole willingly. I ripped my bed apart. I took the feet of the bed and banged it against the desk, the wall, anything that made a noise. My only chance was to drown out that damn sound from the sinkhole. It worked. All I could hear was the pounding against the desk. I could feel my sanity returning. For a moment, I was thinking normally. I had to get out of here. I had to get to that bomb. I had to. Mr. Dunnington and Mr. Suits finally opened the door. They didn't look happy. Oh well, they easily subdued me and brought me to the prophet.
What the hell, lad? Why can't you accept that this is over? Sigh, humans. You just can't accept the inevitable. Stupid. I had legs. My feels kick you in the ass. The rest. Alright. Yeah. Life. They have obviously proven to work. But your pitiful rheumatism is interrupting all of this practice. Sigh. You're not evolved enough. Yes, it's true. We almost got it. We're very close. Closer than Oliver. Thankfully, conversion doesn't require us starting over.
I knew that computer was evil. Eat.
The only thing I could do was scream. I screamed until my voice gave out, and then I screamed some more. I screamed until...
I applaud your resolve, but it's over. Time is just war, whether you want it or not.
The moment I've been dreading, I've never been more afraid. They marched us out to the pier of the facility. It was horrifying. There was an empty path through the swamp, straight from the sinkhole to us. It ate so much. I couldn't help but wonder, where the hell did it go? And to make matters worse, on the opposite side of the facility, we were pinned in by Dunnington's men, no doubt ready to shoot Oliver or myself if we didn't comply. The three suits shook Dunnington's hand, hugged him, hugged each other, then took a plunge. They looked so happy, so sure. Neither of them sure about anything, ever. I hated them for that. Why did Lucy jump in after? Oliver hesitated. Mr. Dunnington tried to give him a nudge, but Oliver panicked. He wasn't gone yet. Oliver tried to fight, but Dunnington flipped him into the water like a rag doll. Now he really was gone. This was my only chance. I ran to Frank's boat. Thankfully, no one fired on me. Dunnington just giggled. Come on, my friend, there's nowhere to go except salvation. They still don't know about the bomb. He was quite shocked when I revealed the bomb. It was the first time I saw fear in his eyes. I demanded he let me go. I was surprised when he said that he couldn't. Mr. Dunnington leaped into the water, and his men cheered. Now, who the hell would I bargain with? I turned to his men, demanded they let me go or I'd blow them in their dream one-eyed god to hell. They said nothing, just glared at me. They didn't care. They were just watching me like a mouse dropped into a snake's aquarium. Finally, in desperation, I reached for the bomb's trigger. It was going to take us all out, but I never got the chance. A tentacle emerged from the water and it gently set itself on my shoulder. And then I saw it all. I saw what we were meant to be. I saw what was taken from us. All those impossible things played again, and I wanted part of the one. It was all I ever wanted, all I ever knew, my story. My words would be a part of a bigger...
Congratulations, lad. I am truly jealous.
Yeah. One day my words will have souls, and now this time has come. Around March 24th, it was believed that a pocket of natural gas ignited and pushed the displaced Earth toward the surface. In time, the greenery, wildlife, and people returned. For most, the single known Pac-Man remains a blip in the history of Manchac. And for those who are familiar with the hard drive, they write off the odd journal entries as low-level natural gas poisoning. And then there are other need to go think about this for a second. I'm sorry if you hear like an air sound in the background. It's really cold in my room, and I've been freezing the whole last hour and 30 minutes of recording this, so I need to turn the heat on. I don't understand what happened really at the end there. Like, I understand that the eye somehow reached out and touched him and immediately just completely converted him just by touch. That makes sense to me, weirdly enough. It's what happens after that. Like, I understand he finishes the journals, and this is a way of telling this whole story. Around March 24th, it's believed that a pocket of natural gas ignited and pushed the displaced Earth towards the surface. So, is that an accident? Was that not intended? Like, that a pocket of natural gas, like something actually inside of the Earth, just ignited because of the Pac-Man, because of the eye, and it stopped the whole plan? Is that what really happened? And maybe killed everybody in that process, killed everybody in the construction company that was around, destroyed the Prophet's computer. But no, that doesn't even make sense, because the Prophet speaks to you at the end. He says that he has good news. I really don't know. I don't know how to interpret that ending. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe it's meant for it to be that way. I'm really too stunned to speak. I would love to know your guys' thoughts and theories about this in the comments, please, because I need some help kind of interpreting all of that. Things I did like about it, though, I love the story overall. I love how it can tell you this insane story with such limited things being shown to you. I love that Oracle was introduced to it and used it in a totally different way than we've seen Oracle used in the past. Basically turned Oracle into the voice of a god, which was kind of cool. But yeah, I think this is another incredible story about Vintage 8, and I see why you guys have been recommending this one so much to me. I just really don't know about that ending, dude. Was it just coincidence that some natural gas ignited and completely stopped the eye? Or was that just what the public saw, and really the eye actually did complete its job? I don't know, because it does say at the end, like, we do see the Prophet, and the Prophet's like, good afternoon, I'm the Prophet, and I return to share the good news, which kind of shows that the Prophet did survive. I don't know. I really don't know. I need your help. Please. But I hope you guys enjoyed the sinkhole. Obviously, huge shout out to Vintage 8. Vintage 8's channel will be linked in the description down below. Incredible work, as always. Literally never misses. I don't think there's ever been a single thing that Vintage 8's done that I haven't liked or enjoyed as much. Also, the link to every other video that I've done on Vintage 8 will be linked in the description as well if you guys want to see my reactions to some of their other work. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to drop a like on it. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to hit 400K before the end of 2024. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.
And the Stamina Knife Blade. This is going to add 600 weapon damage to poison and disease damage abilities, which when we go through the skills in just a minute, you'll see that Stamina Knife Blade has a large amount of disease damage abilities, and then of course our bow skills, many of those are poison damage based. So this is essentially going to buff every type of damage that we do, almost every type of damage we do, especially on the 1-bar build. So it ends up being very strong. And the other nice thing about this is this is the Overland set, and it's from the base game, so it's very easy to get. Whether you want to farm this yourself or just pick it up on Guild Traders, it's going to be super easy. Again, you don't need trials gear to make this build work. Now, as far as the trait, precise is going to be ideal for damage. The extra 7.2% weapon critical is a must, so make sure you get a precise bow. And I'm just using the poison, the double damage poisons. I've got Crown Store poisons on right now. But these are going to be good because of our damage over time focus on this build. So Swamp Breaker Bow for our front bar weapon, And then we'll be combining that with the Swamp Raider jewelry. So the necklace is 2 rings for 1 weapon damage enchant on all 3 of these. Bloodthirsty on the trait. If you have the transmute stones, that will give you a little bit more damage than just the regular robust trait. So Swamp Raider has not changed. We're still using that on this build. What has changed is our second set decided to go with Kinrod's set from the Flames of Ambition DLC. This comes from Black Drake Villa. So you will need that DLC dungeon unlocked in order to farm this weapon. But it is very powerful, you guys. One of the best sets for stamina DPS in the game that's not a Trials set. So what this does is it gives you 2 weapon damage bonuses, 1 weapon critical bonus, which is great, and then dealing damage with your light and heavy attacks grants you stacks of Burning Heart, and then when you max this out at 5 stacks, you get Major Berserk, so that's increasing all of your damage done by 10%. And you also give your allies within 10 meters Minor Berserk, so that increases their damage done by 5%. So great offensive set. There's also some utility built into this, so it is just fantastic. I think it's a little bit easier on the inside to run it on the body for the 1 bar, just basic easy DPS setup. I just figured that would be easier for you to farm. So like the Kinro's boots, bracers, waist, chest, and the helmet. So you can see we're actually not going to be running a monster set for this patch, and I will show you why in just a second. But again, 5-piece Kinro's on the body. It is a medium armor piece. Combine on all your strength and then max down on your enchants. Since we are not running a monster set, you might be wondering what we are running instead. And that is going to be our boost weight kills. This is a specific item from the last chapter, and it's twice as long our DPS stamina value code token. This build will have no trouble sets.
くぞみんな。みんなよく頑張ったね。
Strike! schedule your next enlightenment, because you choose to stand in my way.
Okay.
Doc, yes!
Excellent.
It is.
What?
Incoming.
You ready to
Fuck.
partner?
Alright.
Damn it!
Oh, we haven't had a paying customer in months. Nobody runs.
Oh, well, for God's sake.
telling you how this game looks. There's essentially no information that exists now about how they fought these early battles. Always remain a step ahead of them at every opportunity. They are believed to have had ships though, as some ancient fragments of Eldar mythology describe ships returning to them who were heavily damaged in the Battle of Scar during the Second
cards may have already been out of the picture, but also throwing whatever they could at the wall in desperation. And the orcs certainly have the feel of a species who were hammered out novel forms of finesse by master crafts. They are the baseball bat wrapped with barbed wire to the elders, another Goku designed sword beautifully scribed.